Today, we are going to try stick welding with the Vulcan Omnipro 220. Here's the rod holder and lead it comes with. We're going to try using it with the menu, going through the menu options and use the auto settings. This is what we're going to be welding. You see, I've cleared off a small bit of the mill slag. I'm going to try welding there, and also where I didn't clean it, where there's still MIG slag on it. We're going to be using the Vulcan 7018 rods. Nice, easy to work with rods. I went ahead and cut one in half just because I have to hold the phone and try to weld at the same time. Makes it a little bit easier to do it one-handed. I don't really need two hands to weld. Going through the settings, once the machine is on, you scroll over. Here we go. Stick, click, tells you how to set it up. This side, you can see this goes for the rod holder. This side is for the ground, right there. It says negative and positive. It's pretty hard to screw up. It's right there on the screen. You hit confirm by pushing this button. You select what rod we're going to use, which we know we're using a 7018, so it just asks for a 70 series rod. Confirm. The diameter of the rod, which is 1/8 inch if you caught it. Oops, that knob there. Set it to 1/8 inch, and we go over to this knob. Set the thickness of the material, which I'm using two different thicknesses. The base material is 1/4 inch, and the material I'm welding to it is 3/16. So we're gonna go with the 3/16 setting, I think. So you hit confirm. Output is off, and we'll go live here and see how much I suck. Well, I think that went pretty terrible, honestly, but I'm going to go ahead and clean the slag off, and we'll see how it turned out. Got it all cleaned up, and you can see, we'll try to get in close here, that I did get a little porosity there, but really it's not too bad for my first try with the welder. It sounded pretty good for the stick welder portion anyways. I'm going to go ahead and flip it around and see how it goes where it's covered in mill slag. So that turned out bad. However, I don't think it was the machine's fault. I think it was an operator error. It takes a lot of focus to be able to stick weld for me, and recording and welding at the same time is just a little bit on the difficult side. But it did sound good, so you can take it for what it is. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to MIG to show you some practical uses that I actually am going to use the welder for as part of what I do for a living, which is why I really bought the machine, so I'll get those other clips right next. We're going to repair that little crack right there using the auto settings on the Harbor Freight Vulcan welder. To get to the auto settings, you can go to home. I'm running a bottle mix of 25% CO2 and 75% argon, which is what C25 means. So you click on it here, and it tells you right on the screen how to hook it up. Go to the next screen. Now I have 0.35 diameter wire in the machine currently, so we need to change this setting to the 0.35 that I'm running. And it just so happened that it did select 18 gauge, which is the thickness of the material we're about to weld. So it should be that all of these settings do make an okay weld on this. We're about to find out. So you can see I'm not the best welder, but I think it pretty effectively filled the crack in. I don't think it's going to leak oil for now, but we'll see.